I get up every morning bright and early before the sun comes up because I promised myself years ago that I wasn't going to miss any more sunrises. This ranch affords some of the most beautiful sunrises and sunsets both that God give a person, and it just leaves you in a state of awe about the beauty of this land as it comes to life early in the morning and as it goes to bed at night. The Bell Ranch is a large cattle operation in northeastern New Mexico that started out as a Mexican land grant in 1824. In the 1870s, 1880s, it started the cattle operation then. We don't have to rotate cows. We don't have summer country and winter country. The cattle pretty well stay where they are year round. We have like 7 sets of shipping pens, sucker rod pens that we've built since the 70s and 80s. It's just a lot of improvements. We've got 90 miles of pipeline, nearly 500 miles of road that are maintained by us privately. There's 4 camps on the ranch. Each camp man takes care of a certain amount of country. He's pretty much like just a small rancher taking care of a small ranch. Each camp has 40 to 50,000 acres. Here at headquarters, we take care of approximately 130,000 acres. There's me and 3 cowboys. We have a composite breed of cattle that we started in the early 90s, which are Red Angus, Hereford, Gelbvieh, and just a tad of Bringer. And the horse herd is mainly foundation bred horses. It goes back to Hancock, Peter McHugh breeding and all. Albert K. Mitchell, one of the managers of the Bell Ranch, was 3 or 4 times president of the American Quarter Horse Association, helped get it started. All our mares are registered quarter horses. Almost all the horses in the remuda, saddle horses, which is right close to 100 head of horses, all registered horses. The mule is 1 set of shipping pens which lay under the shadows of the Huerfano Mesa, which sits just to the east of Bell Mountain, and Bell Mountain is what this whole ranch is named after. It's a butte out there that's shaped like a bell, and it sits pretty much right in the middle of the ranch if you look at it on the map. And all of the Canadian rivers to the west of that, there's some old Spanish villages. We've got one old ghost town down there, Mustaino. There's a lot of old rock buildings from the Mexican settlers from back in the middle 1800s and all. The airstrip's at the Hacienda on the north end of the ranch. The Hacienda was built by Guy Wagner in the 1930s as to me, just a party house for a lot of his guests. It sleeps about 16, 18 people. All this is Hacienda style Southwest architecture. Howard Hughes brought a bunch of the Hollywood queens out on one of his private planes for a big party and landed there. They had a building there that they called the casino that way back during Prohibition, and after Prohibition they had poker tables and roulette wheels and blackjack tables, craps tables, everything in there. And there's pictures of a lot of the Hollywood stars from that era that were here. My heroes up there, one of them, Roy Rogers' picture's in there. His picture's not there, but his signature is, old Tom Meigs. The Lucena Creek runs all the way through the ranch from the north end and goes out to south end. We do have the Conscious Lake. We have 2 pastures that water on the lake. We have a lake house down there that Jeff Lane built for recreation. Till they get here and been here for a little bit, they won't know what they've bought. And once they realize what they bought, they'll love it forever.
You hear about it for years. As a child, I've heard about the Bell Ranch, and to see it for the first time, you're in awe. It's amazing to be standing on the north end of the ranch and looking 25 miles to the south, and you're still looking at the ranch. It's the vastness of it. It's just hard to describe. How you can stand and see horizons and look at those horizons, and it's still part of the ranch. It's just a tremendous experience. It's been explained in one of the many books that have been written on the Bell Ranch. It's just a magnificent open cathedral. I think When you're here, it's just the historical value of this ranch. History is around every corner. You can see it, you can feel it. It's actually unique to America and it's vanishing. These large ranches are vanishing and the cowboy way of life is going along with it. We hope that we could find someone to come in and purchase the Bell Ranch and keep it as it is and keep the way of life that's been established here over so many years, and definitely the people that are working here now who are a real attribute to what goes on with this ranch.
They're going to get one of the best pieces of the world set on earth, because I thought it was heaven when I came here and I hadn't left.